We gutted this port side room because we are going to turn it into a garage, and also because we wanted to see if we were going to keep that water tank or replace it with a fuel tank. What we ended up deciding is that yes, that is going to be our garage, but we're going to keep the water tank and add a fuel tank. So we are getting that, and we're adding a toolbox. We picked it up right as Harbor Freight closed because we needed to load it into the dinghy at high tide. That seawall is really hard to lift things down from. We waited until about 1 a.m. to load it into the dinghy and get it onto the boat.
The box is that black blob in the dinghy that you can't see. The goal is to get it up onto here and then slide it to right here for the
This toolbox is heavy and I'm basically useless. Thought I was strong. I was wrong.
Jade says she's feeling extra strong, so we're going to attempt to bring the toolbox in ourselves. Looking at the companionway, look at the toolbox, it doesn't look like it should fit.
I'm fine. Everything's fine.
Look, we did it!
There you go, that's it.
Man, that is like perfection. We are walking back, and I have a fuel tank strapped to my back.
That was ridiculousness. Do a little twirl for everybody.
I think that went impressively well, if I'm being honest. I'll feel it tomorrow in like one of my love handles, but
Nice.
I just sneezed. I'm allergic to this room apparently. Here's the fuel tank, guys. It is in. These are the fittings. So this is the fill, this is the vent, this is the feed, and then there'll be a return that goes here. We're gonna have to put a block here to space it off the wall just a little bit. That little bit of hole is just a test to see if that spot will actually work, and if it does, then we'll make it a bigger hole. If I could go through this hole, that'd be nice, but I need to go back into the lazarette. There's my hole. Right there. I think that hole will work. I actually think I might raise it up maybe an inch. The hole is where my shadow is, but the tip of my finger on the shadow is right there. But I think I'll raise it up to be right there, in between the cable and the wire rack. I don't know if you can hear me at all. Generator's running. I just have some foam sitting there just as a spacer. It's obviously not permanent. I have the new fuel sender in here. This gives you your fuel level, and then this one also has a return because this is a return style. What? Coming. Needs help. What's up? Jade needed my help because apparently she was a little outnumbered. I'll show you what she's doing right now. She's getting rid of the, what's it called? Eyebrow? Beard. She's getting rid of the beard. And the dogs wanted to go with her on the paddleboard that we rented for the day. We wanted to see how they fit on the boat, so we rented one just for a couple hours. And Jade thought it'd be fun to scrub the waterline on the paddleboard. So I'm not gonna stop that. Anyways, back to here. The fuel sender is set and the feed line are both set, and those will come and they run out here. They will eventually get plumbed into the engine, but I'm not going to worry about that right now. Right now those are done, and now we can focus on getting the tank plumbed the rest of the way and mounted. So I need to drill that big hole for the fill and the vent and figure out how we're going to position this, mount it, so that we can make it permanent. This week's episode is sponsored by our friends at Skillshare. We've used Skillshare for a variety of different things, from video editing to personal growth, and most recently I started taking a class by Benji Wilson about turning art into NFTs. I keep hearing about NFTs in the news and figured I should probably know at least a little bit about what a non-fungible token is. But that's just one of the thousands of inspiring creative classes that Skillshare offers. And by partnering with us, Skillshare has an awesome deal for you guys for the first 1,000 people. If you use the code ExpeditionEvans or click the link, we'll put it in the description, you get a 1-month free trial. You can use that for any of these classes, improve on yourself, maybe give it to a spouse, improve their skills. No, I shouldn't say that. Go invest in yourself, learn something new, and get creative.
Update on our plant sitting situation and our boat sitting situation. We've been watching our friend's boat very closely. This is SV Turtle. She broke off her mooring ball yesterday morning If you imagine the spirit of cruising, happy, joyous, friendly adventurers, like that's Spandana and Dave. We adore them. They're friends of ours that we met in Bristol, Rhode Island, way back when we were anchored and we go outside and all of a sudden there's a smiling couple waving at us, hey, let's be best friends. And that's just how they are. They do that with everybody. They've got the sailing spirit in them through their veins. He's an IT guy, she's a pediatrician. They're doing really great in their careers and started feeling like it was time to travel. Instead of waiting till retirement, go now and go when they're healthy and able, because they are now. They end up buying the boat pretty close to around the same time we bought our boat. We buddy boated and we were hopscotching down the coast. They go to the Bahamas while we're in Florida. They're cruising, having an amazing time, having all the clear water, making us really jealous. And we're doing all of our upgrades here. They ended up having some health stuff come up. Spandana had something going on with her neck and she thought it was an infection, but the antibiotics weren't working, and they ended up crossing back to Florida and grabbing the mooring ball right next to our boat. Pretty much since then, we've been boat sitting and they've been running around to doctor's appointments. So their American insurance doesn't exist anymore because they quit their jobs, but because they did have the jobs before, they don't qualify for government medical care, so they have no American insurance. But they do have really nice traveler's insurance that they're paying for because they've been traveling out of the country, right? So they ended up flying to Costa Rica. They had all these appointments, and turns out Spandana has cancer, really aggressive lymphoma. Being a doctor, she was super on top of it when things started feeling off. So at this point, we're thinking that it's caught early, but we won't really know for sure till next week. They're gonna get some insurance figured out. I don't know exactly what they're planning to do or how they're gonna afford it, honestly. But there's really good cancer hospitals in New Jersey. So they're going there, they're gonna get medical treatment. We're continuing to watch the boat. And some of their other friends are coming and are gonna take Turtle north to a good safe yard where it can stay for hurricane season, because they're not gonna be able to cruise for the next 8-9 months at least while they're doing chemotherapy treatment. So we've had the boat for a little over a month, I think. We've been boat sitting while they've been kind of coming and going, and everything has been fine, but it's been stormy and stormy and stormy for weeks. It's been miserable. We've been trying to get projects done, but the conditions are just awful. It's finally, yesterday morning, it kind of calmed down and everything smoothed out, and then this boat drives by at 8 a.m. and just destroyed the mooring field. When the wake came, Turtle snapped up and it broke the mooring ball at the ocean floor base, which is insane. We're right by this park with this huge cement wall. Their boat could have gotten messed up, but it was calm. The current was slack tide and the boats were that direction. The wind was coming this way. So that means that instead of drifting and grounding or drifting into the cement wall, she drifted right into us, so we knew what happened right away. It was so chill because it was such a calm day that Brett just got on their boat and threw me some lines, and we ended up just rafting the boats together. New plan is that their friends that are gonna come take the boat north are coming sooner. They're gonna come in 2 days. So it's gonna be calm between now and then. We're just gonna keep the boats rafted. We dove our mooring ball, and now we just wait until they come and get the boat. So now we've got these plants that need a new home. So I'm gonna take these back to the boat, we're gonna transplant them, and we're gonna take care of them and speak nicely to them the way Spandana would.
We've got straps going down to the floor, 2 straps, and I've got the signal wires for the sender all set. I think I'm going to put 1 more strap going this way and across. The manual said to make sure to leave a 3% room for expansion. That's why these are all they're all a little bit loose in all directions, because when it gets full, it will swell a little bit. This is really stressful, so I had Jade film it. I am drilling the through hole, or what's it called? Deck fill is what it's called.
I have his head working on some
Also, I have fiberglass all over me from drilling the huge. Well, no, yeah. Still, I'm really itchy. Even though I jumped through a shower, I'm still itchy. It was too dark to see, but there's the hole. Beauty, beauty. Okay, here, I'll use the light from the flashlight. The problem is that hole right there is only 1.5 inches, and I need a 1 3/4 inch hole. I will be now using a sanding drum with the Dremel to make it a perfect circle for another 1/8 of an inch all the way around. Is that right? 1/8 of an inch? Something like that. There we go. grab a screwdriver and I will tighten them down the rest of the way by hand. That went extremely well. A lot of you have commented how much I use my Leatherman. I just love it. It has all the tools I need. Leatherman, if you're looking for someone to sponsor, I'm your guy. Beautiful. What's the A-Team slogan? Or the love it when a plan comes together? Something like that. Somebody correct me on that one. Slip and slide. Welcome to the lazarette on the starboard side. Here's our new filler net. Ooh. Oh, it clears just barely. Just enough. That is mounted. You will notice we have a healthy coating of dust in here. 100% my fault. I had the thought about 3/4 of the way through sanding, you know, you should have put a cup or a piece of tape or something like that on the inside of that hole. Yeah, too little too late. Nice and mounted. Staying off the rudder cables now, not touching them at all, not even close. And nice and mounted in there, up along the roof. It flows from the tank along here to the fill, and the vent continues along with it, then comes around, loops around to the vent outside. I think that's pretty good. I've been crammed to that lazarette for way too long. Feels good to be able to stretch my legs out. You guys like our new lights? Today I am now on Turtle because I need to pickle their water maker because they are not going to be on their boat for a while, and they just got their water maker up and running. I don't think it's all the way like plumbed, but enough that they were able to make water with it, which means there was seawater that ran through the membrane. So now if we don't pickle it, the membrane will go bad and they're expensive. Got some pickling solution. What is it? Sodium metabisulfite, and oh, we need a bucket. You're back. Okay. Now we got some water. Oh, hello, turtle. I've never seen their washing machine. I like that. This is their discharge hose. So like I said, they haven't plumbed it all the way in yet, so I'm just gonna hang it out the window. I should have brought a flashlight. I expected those to dissolve really fast. Maybe I should have, oh, I think I was supposed to crush them. I don't know if this is safe for my hand, but I'm able to just reach in. I brought over a little hammer and cutting board. I was gonna chop them up, but I'm actually able to just smash it, probably because they've been soaking. I think that's pretty good. At this point, if you're watching this, I don't know how much you'll know. All that sort of stuff. So it's gonna be a while before they get back sailing. Sucks. I'm gonna get the toes off. Okay. And basically what's gonna happen is going to suck up this solution and it's gonna run it through the membrane, through all the filters, through the housing and everything. And that will, it's called pickling, and that will preserve the membrane. Well, it's going. I'll be honest, I really expected it to suck water in faster than that. Okay, that's it. Now it has been pickled, and I'm starting to feel a little bit itchy on my hands, so there's definitely something chemically going on with my skin. Matched when I came in. No, I ruined it. I don't know, close enough. Ooh, we just got rocked. We just got rocked big time. All right, Turtle, Spandana, Dave, we love you. We'll see you soon. And now for the long and treacherous trek back to our boat. Oh, hey, Jade.
How'd it go?
Good.
Is it all pickled?
It's all pickled.
I ordered these fittings online. I'm gonna test fit them because Brett and I are adding extra tubing to under the Bimini for us to mount our surfboards to.
Jade got this tubing at a secondhand store, and it's just some random length of, what, a 3/4 inch?
Yeah, it's 3/4 inch, but the guy told me it was a weird size and I'd never find fittings for it.
Yeah, he was like, this is really obscure size, you'll never find fittings for it. And it was like, no, I mean, it's not that obscure. It's fairly standard US measurement.
I obviously didn't know what I was doing.
Hey, you got a good price on it because he's like, it's useless.
It's true. He thought I was an idiot.
Yeah.
Nothing I could have said would change that.
Plan is to pull from here to here, just a straight pull, and then be able to mount boards going port, starboard, and they'll have something solid to mount to.
That worked amazingly well. Surfboard goes right there. This one's mine. I got it used on off-rough. We have our eye out for one for Brett, but we're gonna get him one too because he is going to surf with me. Right, Brett? Right. His will go right here. I ended up going with a fun board. So a fun board is not a short board and it's not a long board. It's like something in between because we can only have one board each on the boat, and we wanted to make sure that it was a little bit more versatile. Also started adding this Bimini tubing that I also got at that secondhand shop. This one is 1-inch tubing, so slightly bigger, and that is to give a little bit more rigidity to these panels so that it doesn't stretch out the canvas. I'm gonna add one more on this side, and then this is where we're gonna mount any other toys. So we have our skim boards that one of you guys gifted us from our Amazon wish list. Brett, will you grab the skim boards? I want to show them. You don't know where they are? They're just inside somewhere. But we got these skim boards, and basically how it works is, oh, they're right here. Oh. They're right here this whole time. Okay, let me show you. This is the skim board, and basically you run, you throw it on the sand, and then you jump on it, and you try not to fall down, but usually you do fall down a lot. So I'm gonna play that compilation now. But anyway, this is where the skim boards will go back here. We had them back here prior, but then one of them got blown off in a windstorm because it wasn't actually strapped. It was just kind of tucked in under this pole, and it flew off and we had to go find it. Okay, that's where we're at. We have so much to do. Turtle needs to sail north, get somewhere safe. In the meantime, we're gonna hold on to her, and I mean, this is our final countdown, and we need to provision, and we need to finish like a few safety things for the Bahamas, namely like one of the biggest ones. I think the next project that you guys will see is installing the air conditioner. We need to reinstall our air conditioner. We broke the one that came with the boat when it froze because the intake froze when we were in Rhode Island and the ocean froze over, and I ended up breaking it. But we have to have that for the dogs because we can't leave them on the boat and let them cook when we're out spearfishing and stuff in the Bahamas. Brett, what else?
Just finished mounting the big stuff, mount the toolbox, mount the fuel tank the rest of the way.
Oh, sorry, Penny.
And provision.
And provision. Okay, so final countdown. We have a lot we're gonna be crushing. We're just gonna keep hitting the projects and we're not gonna stop. Not that we have been stopping. I feel like we've been crushing for months now, but everything's been like big projects. Now we've got all the little projects and we're just gonna go for it. So I think that Brett and I talked about it. We're gonna release a few extra videos coming up because we are fairly real time right now and we wanna stay real time. So since we're gonna be doing a lot and covering a lot of ground, we're gonna be releasing extra videos, so stay tuned and make sure that you subscribe, and we will see you for the next video, which is probably only in a couple of days. So we'll see you then. Bye.
Jade's drilling holes in our boat. There's the hole.